got to the bottom of the steps. I guess that's where the first blow was taken.
Back in 2018, Mary Spalding was brutally beaten in her own basement. Despite physical evidence and compelling leads, her case never solved. Now, in a story exclusive here on WHAS11, she's suing the city of Louisville. Spalding believes that Metro Police detectives and the city at large botched her investigation. WHAS11's Alex Dieterer walks us through this new lawsuit.
I am a victim of a violent crime.
7 years after Mary Spalding was beaten almost to death in her own home.
And I have been seeking justice and trying to get answers.
Her words at an accountability hearing in 2024. A year later, her attacker still free. Her attorney says she continues to relentlessly search for her justice.
She wants to be safe. She wants to be able to go to sleep at night.
Spalding is now suing Louisville Metro government and several current and former LMPD members, claiming they violated her civil rights and botched her investigation.
The last thing she wanted to do was file a lawsuit against the police department, but she has no other choice.
Tom Coffey, an attorney with Morgan Pottinger McGarvey, filed the lawsuit Monday morning.
She's a black woman who feels that the reason why her case isn't getting taken as seriously as it should is because seemingly no one cares about a 70-year-old black woman getting assaulted.
In 2023, 5 years after her assault, Spalding walked our Focus investigative team through the terrifying moments.
Face down, like right in this area. And I was getting hit. And the thought came into my head to pretend to be dead.
Her case was first given to Detective Deidre Mangadote, who was tragically killed in a Christmas Eve crash just days after Spalding was attacked. Her case was then transferred to another detective, twice.
Mary has just found repeatedly that there's problems with DNA, there's problems with follow-up.
The lawsuit claims evidence from the assault was mishandled by detectives, evidence like this bloody footprint.
This was determined to be non-human blood. There's only two things, either it wasn't tested correctly or I'm not human, because I know it's my blood.
The lawsuit claims an overall lack of communication from LMPD after Mangadote's death, like unreturned phone calls and denied requests for information.
She just wants someone to take this case seriously.
7 years after her brutal assault,
The skull fracture, upper body bruising, hand injuries.
Spalding just wants to bring her attacker to justice.
Try to get the 7 years of her life back.
And she's hoping this lawsuit will bring her one step closer. Alex Dieterer, WHAS11 on your side.
Now, we did reach out to the city for comment, but as of this morning, we've not heard back. The WHAS11 Focus team first brought you this story all the way back in 2021. Since then, we have walked through Spalding's home with her. We've spoken with the Inspector General about what made him investigate in the first place, and you can watch all of those stories right now on the WHAS11 Plus app and over on our YouTube page. Some more local news now. A second person is in custody following an assault at the Paddock Shops, and today he's set to face a judge. Police arrested 19-year-old Malachi Weathers Parker yesterday. Police say that on March 8th, someone in a passing car yelled, "Say cheese," as Weathers Parker and his friends were taking a photo in front of Malone's. Court documents say they later returned to find the group of people in that car and confronted them. According to police, one of those victims was knocked unconscious with their own metal baton, which caused a concussion and a brain bleed. The other suspect in this case, you see on your screen right now, 19-year-old Seth Jones, has already been arrested. He's charged with 3 counts of assault in this case. Jones admitted to police that he was involved in the incident and said he felt, quote, disrespected when the victims yelled, "Say cheese." Weathers Parker is facing multiple charges, including strangulation and assault. He is due in court this morning at 9 a.m. A Louisville man will spend more than 2 decades in prison for the murder of a teenager in 2021. Michael DeWitt was sentenced yesterday for the death of 17-year-old Madeline Trout. Investigators say DeWitt stole a car in Simpsonville and sped towards Louisville. He was heading the wrong way on Dixie Highway when he hit Trout head-on, killing her. Trout was a cheerleader at Butler High School. Court records show that DeWitt has been sentenced for 20 years for murder, 5 years for leaving the scene, 5 more years for assault. He had previously pleaded guilty to federal carjacking charges. Downtown Indianapolis is ready to host the Cats Friday nights. The Sweet 16 doubleheader is set to feature the Kentucky Wildcats facing off against the Tennessee Volunteers, followed by the top-ranked Houston Cougars versus the hometown crowd, the Purdue Boilermakers. More than 30,000 fans are expected to fill up Lucas Oil Stadium, and businesses close by are hoping it's going to bring some foot traffic their way.
It's just nice when we kicked it off with the Big Ten tournament, men's and women's, so that was nice to see. And then you roll right into the Sweet 16. So being a basketball crazy state that we are, it's just nice to see all these basketball fans in downtown Indy.
The Kentucky game is set to tip off at 7:40 Friday night. Tickets are still available. We checked overnight, and there are some single-day tickets available. Those are running for around $200.